question everything, but the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, all right, so Trump trying to lift the ban on segregation. Yeah, that's the move. Why? Because at the end of the day, we already segregate all the time. You know, when you don't want to be around somebody that you ain't really feeling, you don't be around them. I mean, you sort of segregate yourself separately away from somebody that you ain't feeling just as much as somebody that ain't feeling you. Yeah, you don't come around them. You separate, you segregate. That's just how it is. And we being on the federal census of ethnic hate crimes in this country, that already tell us that ain't no love coming from nobody else. We number one to be hated in this country. So if that's the truth, then let's deal with it. Why would you want to be around or connected or integrated with those that don't want to deal with you? Not to mention, segregation now gives you the ability to reestablish yourself in your own communities by actually bringing economic growth to your communities. By coming together and starting to open up stores, starting to work together to be able to bring black businesses back to your community and really start to build again our reality of what it means to have our culture wrapped around our communities, dealing amongst ourselves, spending our dollar amongst ourselves. Because that's the basis of what it is. That's what we lost. Negro leagues, black hospitals, black grocery stores, farms, all these things, black schools with our own school curriculum, speaking on our information for ourselves that breaks down our culture, our heritage, our reality, and where we trying to go to the future with our generations. This is highly important. So segregation is a plus because it gives us the ability to rebuild Black Wall Street and many others greater than what it was. This is what we really actually need to come from up under the economic oppression that they got us under based off of integration as well as that resource embargo that they hit us with where we get bare minimum resources under every other nation in the country. And then also, it deals with the fact of the matter of all these different nations in our community getting millions off of our people spending at their stores, totally getting enriched off of us while we continue to go deeper and deeper and lower into ghetto slums and hoods because nobody dealing with us. Nah, those days are over with. It's time for us to unite. It's time to hold those that look like us from our nation accountable when it comes to the wealth. Because at the end of the day, what is a people if all their wealthy people ain't going to come back and build in their own communities, ain't going to come back and spend in their own community, ain't going to come back and bring economic growth to their own communities? What is the use of having wealthy people coming from your nation? What is the use of idolizing and seeing a lot of them as leaders if they're not going to do what is right for their own people? So we got to hold them accountable for what's also going on, because that's the basis of it. A nation of people who have leaders that don't lead them and don't put their best interests first for their own people ain't a nation at all. So we definitely got to hold all those dancing and acting and singing and performing and athletic folks to what it really is when it comes to being a part of this, our nation. Where do y'all stand? If y'all got all the wealth and supposed to be the face and the image of our people, then don't y'all supposed to have a responsibility to our people? Because with great resources come great responsibility for those that have none. That's just the reality to it. So we got to hold them accountable for being the leaders in our communities. This is what it's about. So when it comes to that segregation, kudos. Because at the end of the day, we need it. Let's take back our communities in the sense of what it is. Let's build economic growth amongst ourselves. Let's bring back unity to our people. And let's bring back businesses so that we can hire our youth, our children that's being ostracized out of society and mass incarcerated based off of lack of opportunity. They telling y'all that because they showed y'all when they allowed the immigrants to come in and dominate those areas. Even the mayors and what they say, oh, they trying to get funding for jobs and careers and housing, not for you, but for everybody else that come to your community. And you out there spending your dollar feeding them while you going into a place of starvation, and that's not what it is. So with that, I'm all for it. Bring it on. Because I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But it is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.